Jashawn Steen. Hello. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 2320, State of Texas versus Jashawn Steen. Can I have parties announced?
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Mr. Steen?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the motion to revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jashawn Steen who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 2320 for the offense of felon in possession of a firearm on April 19, 2022 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 18th day of April 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jashawn Steen, committed the offense of evading arrest in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
That's true.
Violated condition number 4, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jashawn Steen, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January 2024 through December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
That's true.
Violated condition number 4, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jashawn did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January 2023 through December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that?
State will waive the remaining alleged allegations.
Any objections? All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 1, 4, and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 6 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations 1, 4, and 4? The court will find 1, 4, and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
I don't know, Your Honor, the state would be asking for revocation and sentencing to 6 years in the prison.
Your Honor, I've reviewed the report from probation. Probation is recommending ISF 2 in order to address Mr. Steen's cognitive issues and trying to get him to change the way he thinks. I've had an opportunity to confer with Mr. Steen about this matter. I know how seriously this court takes, especially the reporting requirements of probation. And I know he has not reported for almost 3 years now. I've explained that to Mr. Steen. What he's explained to me is that when he first began probation, there was a DWI or some sort of offense that had a warrant. He reported, probation said, we're not going to arrest for you now, but you got to get this cleared up. He did not report again. He's expressed to me that at the time he was struggling with drug addiction. He has since gone through rehab on his own through Northeast Rehabilitation Clinic in Arlington, Texas. He states to me that he is drug-free at this time. He's trying to improve his life. He knows that he messed up. He's got some time left on this probation that I think we could still help Mr. Steen become a productive member of the society rather than just putting him into prison and institutionalizing. I'm asking the court to follow the recommendations from probation. And I know that's a big ask, but I think we've got enough time that we can do that. Put him on 0 tolerance. If he violates again, obviously the underlying is still there. And we can address that if we have to. Speaking with Mr. Steen today, he is clear-eyed. He is clear-minded. I do not believe he has any drug issues at this time. That's from just 30 years of experience of dealing with it. I'm not a doctor, but that's just my humble opinion. I think he can do this still, Judge, and we'd ask you to continue.
All right, here's my question. Has he done anything on probation?
He is not, Judge. He is presently working and employed. He works for a construction company. He is a paver. And so he is actively employed and being productive. But because of these issues that he had with not reporting so long, he has not performed anything on probation. He's got an outstanding balance. I think it's over $3,000 right now that is owed for his fees and court costs and those kind of things. I don't believe that there has been any kind of community service is done either.
All right.
Looking at the court summary, Your Honor, it doesn't appear that community service was ordered. And I do see that there is an outstanding balance. The state would just add, with this probation looking at the requirements, it doesn't look like much was ordered, which we would urge shows the importance of reporting that. And that's the biggest factor on this probation scale.
All right. Counsel, if you'll have him sign that. I just don't think you're appropriate for community supervision any longer. You've been on probation since 2022 and you haven't done anything. The only thing I have before me is that you pled true to an evading, which is a new offense, and you haven't reported.
I'm not looking for any sympathy. I'm just looking for understanding. At the moment, I wasn't in my right mind. That's why I turned myself in,
Mhm.
you know, and I was trying to get my life right. I know I wasn't reporting because I thought when I tried to turn myself in, the MTR wasn't popping up. It is, as you can see, I don't know when it just recently had popped up. You know, they said I didn't have no MTR.
So did he turn himself in?
Yeah, it was not
Oh, you're not under oath, so let me see.
showing up. So.
Anything I can see in the system, I see of what on 11/22, that was been arrested me for new offenses, so I'm not sure if that was when the NTR was, if it was showing up as a warrant, but I do see that the last time an arrest was made wasn't. Yeah, that arrest would have been prior to the sign. That offense.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding 1, 4, and 4 true. The court will grant the motion. There is $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not that you are on community supervision. Because this is felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. And I'll also recommend the therapeutic community.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I don't think he did any inpatient treatment.
Not,
Okay.
no,
All
I
right,
didn't
thank
have it.
you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Who's next? Fifth one down, Ricky. Ricky Felt.
Yes. One other.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Do y'all have all of the discovery?
Well, Your Honor, to be honest, I don't know. I have not had the opportunity to see if we have everything and to review everything.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset for discovery. And sir, you need to make sure you're on time. Court starts at 9, okay? All right, your reset date will be March 26th. Just have a seat and your attorney will bring the reset form to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, who's next? That's all I have right now. Okay.
day of incident. She initially said she thought she would. Okay. There's a letter to do, just one of those. We want this, deciding it, so. Yeah, whatever, I'll get the post of this. Right. We haven't. Yeah. I just wanted you to have, maybe I'm not. It's not really anything else, it's very hard to really talk about just. On, oh, okay, I didn't know what they were, so. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I wanted you to. You want to listen to them, they're 10, they're like, what calls, but there's something like something. Every issue is talking about. Yeah, I didn't expect it. Yeah, that was. Yeah, so each of the 10 calls. Well, it's one of those ones where apparently, I don't know if she confused what they did. But they just recorded, but that's it, they said this batch them. And they had whatever. 5 reasons. Yeah, that's it, that's all we get. There's my 300 dollars. They put better. I don't know. Yeah.
What you just watched was a man who was given a second chance after a serious felony conviction, and then spent nearly 3 years pretending that second chance didn't exist. Jashawn Steen was placed on community supervision for felon in possession of a firearm. That alone is a serious felony in Texas. But instead of doing the one basic thing probation requires, showing up, he simply didn't. Not for January through December of 2023, not for January through December of 2024. And somewhere in the middle of all that, he picked up a new evading arrest charge. When he finally stood before the judge, his attorney made a genuinely moving argument. Drug addiction, rehab, employment, a man trying to turn his life around, and for a moment, you could almost see it. But then the judge asked a simple question. Has he done anything on probation? And the honest answer was no. No reporting, no community service. Over $3,000 unpaid. Nothing. What makes this case so compelling is that the defendant then spoke for himself, and his explanation about warrants not showing up in the system, about turning himself in when he thought it was clear, only raised more questions than it answered. The judge wasn't moved. Not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. You don't get to vanish for 3 years and then ask for understanding. 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, a therapeutic community recommendation, and a judge who still wished him luck on the way out, because that's what accountability with humanity looks like in a real courtroom. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns. Because justice never gets old,